What's up, all my horror fanatics out there? Welcome back to Late Night Frights. I'm your horror host for this evening, the J. Sloan or Jordan, back here to do another video for you. Thank you guys for tuning in this evening. Before we start, I just want to say, obviously, today is not my day. Chris Brock usually does videos on Friday, and I do them on Monday. This week we had to trade. I won't go into why, but I just wanted to say we'll be back to routine next week. So, without further ado, the two films I decided to battle today are both 80s horror remakes. First one is a 1986 film, The Flaw, versus a 1988 film, The Blob. I love both of these films, so it's going to be a hard battle, but stay tuned for the ride, guys. So, you guys know how we do things around here. First, I'll be reviewing both films very briefly, and then jumping into the battle. So, the first film, The Flaw, 1986 film starring Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis, directed by David Cronenberg. I absolutely love this film, and the basic plot of this movie is about a guy who is an inventor/scientist who invents these transportation pods so he can transport from one place to the next. He meets this hot girl at a party, doesn't know who she is, invites her over to see the pods. Turns out she's a reporter, which is his worst nightmare, because obviously she's going to want to do a report on the pods to see if they actually work, and he doesn't want it getting out to the public just yet. I'm not going to say too much more. I'll just say that he gets in one of the pods with the fly, and things don't turn out the way he wants them to. I absolutely love this movie. I haven't seen the original, so I don't have any, thing to compare it to. I've heard the original's good, but I've heard some people say this one's actually better. But I do think this is a badass remake. Definitely check it out. The effects are awesome. When the fly, I don't want to spoil it. When the fly things are happening, very gross scenes. Very good plot, very good story, and I love this flick. Definitely check it out. It's a badass remake. One of my favorites. Moving on to the 1988 remake, The Blob. This is basically about this liquid blob alien-type substance that falls down from the sky into this little small town, and slowly but surely it shows you what it can do. It eats people and basically dissolves them, and just pretty gross shit, but it's pretty awesome. It's basically about the town trying to stop it and trying to get the blob out, and, scientist comes, and there's a twist with that, and then, the military gets involved, and then you've got your protagonist, the two people, or two or more people, trying to stop the situation, or, get out of town. That's basically what this movie is about. Really good. I love it. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite remakes. It'll probably be in my top 15 remakes. But it's definitely good. It's good cheese, good cheesy moments, very comedic at times, but also very... Sorry, one second. I was reading the description. Very 80s. Got a very good 80s feel to it. So yeah, both of these films are awesome. Before I dive in, I just want to say check both of these films out if you haven't already. So now it's time to get down to the battle. So, round one, body count. Without a doubt, The Blob has a higher body count. It just does. The Fly is not a movie based around body count, or based around kills. This one has way more than The Fly does, so without a doubt, The Blob. Won't spend any more time on that subject. Round two. Let me get my iPod really quick. Round two, story and originality. Both of these are based off original films, but which one is more original to me? I would have to say The Fly is more original than The Blob. I mean, they're both original concepts, don't get me wrong, but I would have to say The Fly is more original. So 1-1. Round three, blood, guts, and gore, and effects. Which had better effects? That's really hard, because both of these were really good. Let's see. I would say The Fly, because The Fly has some pretty disgusting effects in there. Let's see. I'm going to go with The Blob. The Blob had some really cool scenes, some, the skin melting and just nasty shit sometimes. So I'm going to have to go with The Blob on this one. Don't get me wrong, The Fly was awesome in that area too, but I'm just going to have to go with The Blob. Round four, personal enjoyment and replayability. For me, it would have to be The Flaw. Like I said before, I absolutely love this flick. I think it's an awesome remake. Definitely one of the best. So yeah, that's it for that. Personal enjoyment wise, I prefer The Flaw over The Blob. So that is 2-2. So we'll go round 5. Round 5, acting and directing. Which one had better acting, and which one had a better direction? Let's see. Once again, I'm going to go with The Flaw, guys. The Flaw wins this one for me. It just does. I absolutely love this flick. I feel the acting was really good in here. The directing was awesome. And it's not necessarily an underrated flick, but it definitely needs to get checked out more and, talked about more than it does. I know some people who've never even seen this flick. So if you haven't, I would definitely recommend it, The Flaw. Also, I would recommend The Blob, too. Definitely check out both of these films. They're both badass, but The Flaw wins this battle. So there you go, guys. Thank you for watching. Comment below. Tell me what you thought of this battle. Which one won for you, The Blob or The Flaw? So yeah, I'm the Jay Sloan. Thanks for watching Late Night Frights. Comment, subscribe, and until next time, guys, keep it horror. Peace.